Thanks for joining me for today's episode. I have just launched my podcast and YouTube channel, and as part of that, I have released a small snippet onto Instagram. And I thought today you can join me as I have a look at that, and you can see my real-time reaction to that going out into the world and how it's making me feel, the imposter syndrome that's coming up for me. Ironic as a mindset coach who works with other people on imposter syndrome all day long, but I thought you could join me as I'm sure you'll relate in some area of your life. Here we go.
Okay, first thing you're going to do is open up Instagram on your phone and look at your latest post.
Just have to find it first. Where is it? Okay. I feel slightly. Slightly. Yeah, okay.
Why do you feel that way? What's the video of?
Me out there in the world.
You don't even have the video's audio on. You don't even want to listen to it.
On the one hand, I feel like, oh, it's so cool. It's the realization of a dream to actually put myself out there as a coach and sharing what is so important to me. And on the other hand, I feel nauseous, physically nauseous. It's like, who am I to have an opinion or a point of view or think I've got something worth sharing?
You absolutely do, and the snippet you watched was from your first podcast and YouTube video.
Was the beginning, yeah.
So talk to me about the beginning, because we'll look back on this as well.
And I think that's why it's nice to capture, actually, because oftentimes I think we forget about the process when we get to a place, and then we're always looking ahead. So it's actually really nice to go, okay, well, that is this moment in time. And if I look back and think about when I had another dream and was on that pathway, that was when I had getting my first 7 coaching clients, like becoming a coach and actually going, I'm going to set a big, audacious goal at the time, and that's to get my first 7 coaching clients. And I was like, oh my God, that just feels so insurmountable. Who's going to want to come to me as a coach? And I look back on that now, and it's just such a distant memory, and I'm coaching more than that number of people every week. It's just part of what I do and who I be. But once upon a time, that was so far outside of my realm of possibility and outside of my comfort zone. So it's kind of nice to go, and here I'm outside of my comfort zone again, but it's a dream that's happening.
Tell me how you got yourself out of your comfort zone. Like, are there any mantras you use or rituals that you have that work best for you?
One thing that really helps me is Elizabeth Gilbert's Big Magic, where she says that fear is going to be a companion on the journey. Recognizing that, yes, I feel afraid, and that's okay. The key is that we don't want fear in the driver's seat. We don't even want fear in the passenger seat. We want fear in the back seat. I just remind myself that fear, it's okay, you're here, but you get to sit in the back seats. That's one thing that definitely helps me. Just recognizing that feeling in the body, and it's like, okay, I feel nauseous. I can feel that in my body. Why do I feel like that? What's going on in my head that's driving that? So much of my work is getting present to our body sensations and getting present to what thinking is behind those for me. Accepting it, being aware, and just it is what it is. This too shall pass.
At any point in the stage of building your YouTube channel, starting your podcast, sitting down to record episodes, have you felt imposter syndrome at all?
100%. I was just talking about that very thing with a friend over coffee, my hot chocolate this morning. And yeah, it's such a big thing. And I coach on that all the time, but it doesn't mean that I don't feel it too. I love hearing that when people I admire who are doing massive things in the world, and I think they're amazing women and amazing coaches and speakers, when they share that they feel that too. I just think it's so amazing. So yeah, I definitely feel that.
And you also have your guided visualizations that you developed specifically for overcoming imposter syndrome. Do you find that those are helpful for you even though you created them?
I do, because it is about programming the subconscious and actually going, you are enough. you're capable. And so I think we all need reminding of that. I find that really helpful. And something that I share with all my clients if they're suffering from imposter syndrome and doubting their abilities, that's definitely a tool that I utilise with them too.
What will you be doing during your journey of content creation to ensure you don't lose the momentum you've built up?
Reminding myself that fear is a constant companion, that growth and evolution, I think that's the thing, is actually being okay with imperfect. Like, I know already when I look back on the first videos that I've posted, I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have said that so much. I should have had the camera more like this. I can do better. Growth and evolution is a process. The only way we grow is actually by taking the step and reminding myself that our dreams are on the other side of our comfort zone. It's just that process of feeling like I am busting through my comfort zone. I was at an art workshop in the weekend as well. I posted a story on that on Instagram, and that was another experience where I felt slightly nauseous, knocking right up against my comfort zone. Just reminding myself of that.
What do you feel are the key takeaways people should take from your story and from your experience?
Be okay with fear, recognize it coming up in your body, remind yourself that even your great role models feel fear, feel imposter syndrome, that your dreams are just on the far side of your comfort zone. And also seek a mentor, an accountability buddy, a friend, just anyone that can help remind you to keep the faith. That's what I was doing with my friend this morning. That's what my amazing husband does for me. Just people in your corner cheering you on. So that's today's episode. Feel the fear, have a growth mindset, do it anyway, and let's just get out there and push through that comfort zone, because we're all capable of creating amazing things. Love your work, and I hope you join me next time.